Welcome back to Cues with Dogs. Today I want to run down a little bit of history with me so that you can better understand where I might be coming from. I have done a huge amount of studying in narcissistic behavior because for some odd reason, which I have figured out, I seem to attract people that like to abuse behaviors. Not behaviors, but abuse emotions of other people. And that is a really hard, tricky thing to figure out. So I'm kind of proud of myself that I have. Not all the way, but a good chunk of it. And I'm going to share those things with you. So yeah, narcissistic behavior background. I have a background in dog training. My first job as a dog trainer, I was their lead dog trainer. First job, lead dog trainer. Yeah. I didn't know. I learned balanced dog training. And for those of you that are familiar with dog training, there was a gentleman that recently got torn apart for his abusive, forceful behavior of dogs as a trainer, and he was teaching other people. So I want to, in saying that, I do not want to make the same mistake. So I am throwing in this disclaimer. Anything that I say is a truth. It is not the truth. It is your responsibility to find your own truth. Just as it was mine, I am not here to mislead anybody, and I do fully encourage you to explore and find out answers. And if you want to share with me in ways that I could improve, I would greatly appreciate that. If you want to share with me in an effort to belittle me so that you can be a larger person, I'm probably not going to respond to that. And that is out of a deep love and respect for you and for myself. So with that said, narcissistic behavior, dog training. In the last year, I have spent a lot of time studying the brain, particularly in regards to how we learn and how emotions work in our learning process. Super, super valuable information. I have also spent a lot of time researching the way that dogs perceive their world and how radically different their perception of the world is of ours. And I will share those things with you as we go along. But that is basically just chunky round my experiences. The reason why I have not shared these things before now probably has a lot to do with my own self-doubt about the things that I know. I'm not sure if they're right, and I guess I'm just stepping into this place of being okay with not being sure. And I could probably cry about that because honestly, when you're not sure about something, there's a lot of fear and anxiety that goes with it. And I think a lot of information is lost. So in no way, shape, or form do I want to do that with anyone. If you ever feel that way, then please do let me know. Anyways, I discovered on June 1st that I also have a brain tumor. So the information that I was learning the year prior to about the brain has now become even larger. When I met with my neurosurgeon, I think he was even impressed that I knew what any parts of my brain were called. But because I'm interested in learning, because I'm interested in emotions for myself personally, and it has been for my own self-healing, as my background has had a tremendous amount of trauma and stress wrapped around it. And I've been trying to unravel myself and fix myself. I do not have health insurance, so I do not really have the financial resources to do anything other than help myself. And I'm okay with that. So this is good. I will be getting surgery. I have a wonderful facility that is going to do the surgery and work with me financially. So that's Great. But I don't know who I'm going to be when I come out. And that's one of the reasons why I want to put this information out there. I want to have something that I can strive to get back to. I also want to share my work that I've been doing with my dog in hopes that it might help somebody else. And the most important part that I'm going to get a little sappy about, I love my dog tremendously. And I work with her in a very, very specific way. And if my brain, excuse me, please. Tears are good. Oh, they're so cleansing. Anyways, if something should happen to my brain that I'm not able to work with her the way that I did, or that I do, or if something happens where I'm not available anymore, I want it to be documented specifically how I work with my dog. So whoever obtains my dog, if something should happen to me, if I don't want it to, I'm just preparing myself. I want them to know how she communicates and that she is very different than most dogs. And part of what she does is to help me become a more stable individual. So yeah, there we are. Those are the reasons why I'm doing the video. That is my background. That is my history. I will share stories as I go along. I will try to share them in a way that doesn't disclose people's identity. But quite frankly, if you're not proud of it, my suggestion is don't do it. And I'm sure that you have very good reasons. But whatever. That's the bottom line. If you want to feel good about yourself, you don't do shitty things. That's it. Anyways, welcome to Cues with Dogs. Moving on.